Okay, everyone, this is when we get down and dirty. I'm going to show you a lot of stuff here, so I recommend getting out a pad and pen and write things down. And this is stuff you really got to practice because these are going to come up. These are all the hiccups, the little adjustments, the little minor things that are going to take place during sales. And I'm going to do a really difficult one so you can see everything. And you'll also see the advantages of how cool this is once we get it up and running. And again, if you can train somebody to be doing returns and exchanges at Costco or Walmart or whatever, you guys can learn to do this. So we've already done the easy sales ticket. Let's do this one. And I may move pretty fast, so feel free to watch this video numerous times or pause it, write things down, or work on us in the sandbox, and go from there. So do what you need to do. Kick the dog, take some deep breaths, whatever, put some CBD oil just under your nostrils. I don't know, whatever you need to do, but just try to absorb as much as you can. Sponge. That's what you are right now. You are a sponge. Okay, here we go. A gal named Jennifer Taylor just walked in. Holy cow, she's going to buy a bunch of art. We are so excited. Let's sit her down. We're going to do a lookup, right? So it's already there because I already been practicing. Her name, so let's go. Now, when you do lookups, do these one at a time. Don't fill out the name, don't fill out the email, all that stuff, and search all together. If I look up Taylor, comma, Jennifer, and then I go down here and search. Let's see what happens. Okay, she's from Oakland. Hey, there she is right there. But let's make sure, right? Because she's buying a lot. I really want this to be my consultant. Return to criteria. Okay, here we are again. Erase her and then type in her email address, okay? Or we can go back to home, which is probably easier. Click right here. I'm going to type her J. Taylor at mofo.com. Not kidding, that's her real email address, mofo.com. Search. There she is. She's under Ariel. If this is to be reassigned, then they could be mine, but Ariel logged her in. So here's the thing. You can't see other people's info. Now, the reason why we did this is to protect. All right, this is good that this is happening. Go back. There we go. So we click to go back to your home always. So the reason why you can't see other people's information on customers or leads is because we want to protect those people. We want to protect your clients. We want to protect your prospects. So no other consultants can go in and see all their information. That's personal to you. So we know that this is under Ariel and we're going to make a sale for him. So if any customer or any lead that is already in the system that belongs to somebody else, guess what? You have to write them up as a new person. You just have to do it because we can't grab their old stuff. So we go up here to the envelope, we type lead. This is for any customer or lead. If Callie's client walks in, if Casey's walks in, we have to do this. So her name is Taylor Jennifer, and we're going to type her email, which is jtaylor@mofo. Gotta love it. .com. Watch what I do here, guys. I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to right click it. And I'm going to copy it. And the reason I'm doing this is because remember we have to add them to contacts, right? So the more info you get, the better. Paste. This is where, under the contact section, this is for all leads. This is where Lee and I grab grab the names for e-blasts. So if you don't want them to be emailed, I mean, if you want them to be emailed, they have to be in this contact tab. So see how I did that just right away. There's a tab over here, by the way, if you do not want to be contacted. Okay, so their phone number is 415-341-5216. Watch this. I'm going to highlight this too. Why do I do that? Because when I go into their address, and remember the edit button over here, I have to put their phone number in to help Lee for shipping. Okay, so I know their address is 94604, their zip code 4604. Click out, automatically inputs that. I'm going to do their address is 236 Orange Ave. If you want to put an apartment here or whatever, you can do that too. Okay, click OK. All right, they're all in there. Hey, guess what? They just told me they have a house on the Big Island. Well, let's go. Artists interested. They love Macedo. Robert Bissell. Events. I just found out they have a house on the Big Island, but they didn't give me, if a lead walks in and they have all this, they say they have a house on the Big Island, but they don't give you the address and stuff. Look at this. Under events, invite to Big Island shows. They'll get emails on that. If they invite to Maui shows, if they have a home on Maui or they come there 4 times a year or something like that. Newport shows. These are important for people. Fashion Island, you know how you only get a zip code from somebody or a phone number that says 714 or 949? You know they live in Southern Cal, right? So if you want to get them to get emailed, click Newport shows under events. And remember, contacts is very important. That's where we get the email blast from. Okay, we got everything for this person. Enough. Save. I'm going slow. You guys will be able to do this faster when a client's there. Warning, this may have duplicates. We know that. Okay, so now drop down box for Jennifer Taylor, right? Go down to sales order. We can do it this way, or we can pull up and we can start doing it. Or we could go here, do sales order, and just type it in that little client box like you guys were doing before, remember? Let's leave, I'll show you. Go in here and type in customer Taylor Jennifer. And there she is, and there's the address. Make sure that's the right Jennifer. Notes to admin. Right away, I'm going to say client is Ariel's. Okay. All right, big breath, guys. We're going in deep. Okay, this is what the client wants. They want Light Worshipper, which is an owned inventory thing. They want The Golden Hour by Robert Bissell. They want a commission by Steve Turnbull of a giraffe in Koa. And they want a new piece that Macedo just walked in with, fresh mahi-mahi of the day, surfboard, 6 foot long, called Puamana Sunset. How the heck do we write all this up? I'm going to show you. Okay, first one is what? Light Worshipper by Yanko Ginsberg. Print. They want it framed. Okay, so we're going to add that. Now, this is owned inventory, right? I'm going to show you how to do that. We have to discount that one, but how do we discount that one and not the other ones? Good question, Bo. Okay, The Golden Hour. They want the, let's say the mini framed. Okay, so now I realize, oh shoot, I need to discount this piece. So let me show you how to do that. So I wrote in golden hour already. I can either remove it or see when I click on it. Watch when I click on it. Click on it and I can say insert. That puts a, see how I just put a bubble just above? You may want to write this stuff down. I'm going to write allowance. Okay. Allowance. Okay. Remember how I can write in this description? So I can either take that out or leave it. Owned inventory discount. 50%. So I click on this box, right? And I can just say 50%, or I can just cut the price in half. Remember, you can always click outside the box to get away and then press OK. So now, see how that cut that piece? So now we want, here's something I need to tell you. Whenever you do like allowance, it only adds for the piece that's right above it. So if you're doing allowance for the whole entire thing, for every single thing ordered, you have to put subtotal. So what this does is it subtotals all of this, light worshiper, golden hour, everything, and then when I type an allowance, it will add it to all these pieces. Hope that makes sense. I'm going to cancel this. If I didn't do subtotal for all the pieces and I wrote allowance here, right? I can click tab and it'll skip me over. If I wrote just allowance here without subtotal, let's remove that. Remove. So if I have just allowance here, it's only going to discount golden hour piece. That's it. So unless I want to discount all the pieces, I have to put a subtotal. I hope that makes sense. Told you this is going to get a little cray-cray. Okay, so what is the next piece? That's why I wrote the allowance right under this piece right away, because I didn't want that discounting. I didn't want it messing up all the other stuff. So, okay, so the golden hour is in there for 1,050 the mini. So now they wanted a commission. So all you do is start typing commission. See how it just popped up? Perfect. Let's click that. Under description, right here, I'm going to click this. You can either erase that or you can just add to it and put a dash. Say Turnbull 12, as much information as you can is the best. 12 by 12 by 6 of a koa giraffe. And I already got the quote from Christine or Steve, and that amount is 8,500. Okay, I'm going to click OK. All right, so now Macedo just walked in with a surfboard. What? But you can't surf on them. What? But Summer did. What? Okay, so it's called Puamana Sunset. It's 9,500, and they said, ooh, we want that. Okay. So let's write that up. How do we do that? There's no suffix number. This is new art, right? So start typing new art, and there it pops up. And it says, new art piece that do not have a code yet. You have only 0 available across all locations. Blah, blah, to back order. Just click OK. Every time you get information, it's not always serious kind. Okay, so now go into the description, right? Macedo, same thing as the other one. More info, the better. 6 foot long surfboard. If you're writing a piece, an art piece, that's make sure you add framed in here too, right? Puamana Sunset. let's see, a 6-foot long surfboard. Just brought it in. Still wet, but not salt water. Just being funny, sorry. Okay, so this piece is, now I click into this section, 10,500. Okay, add. Awesome. So we have everything, right? But guess what? I'm going to give them an allowance of an extra $2,000 for this, okay? I'm going to give them my own personal allowance for them. So how do I do that? You guys remember? What do I have to do to discount all this work combined? If I just write it here, allowance, it's going to discount just the Macedo piece, right? So how do I discount all of it? Ooh, I heard somebody in the back. Subtotal. We want to subtotal all of this. So even if you're writing up 2 pieces, click add, there it is. So there's the total of all those pieces, right? So even if you're just writing up a ticket with 2 pieces and you're going to give an allowance or something like that, or a gift certificate of stuff, write subtotal and then give the pieces. So now I can write allowance. Remember, you can click the tab to move over sometimes if you want, or you can just click to it. Allowance, I'm going to give them discount per gym 4,000. Okay, so when I go in here, remember to keep that negative, right? I'm going to get rid of that stuff. $4,000. Add. Okay, what if I wanted to give them a gift certificate? Start typing in this box, gift certificate. Here we go. Click on it. Gift certificate, and I wanted to give them 2 of them. So if I go in here and change that to a 2, right, and then add. Great. So everything looks fantastic, right? So let's go up here and look at our cost here, 17,000 total everything. Okay, everything looks pretty good. Now what are we going to do for shipping? Let's say we got a quoted cost from Jim that is well, let's go to shipping. Let's do that. Calculate shipping. Let's see what happens. If an individual package for this order weighs over 150 pounds, it must be shipped blah blah blah. Okay, we know that. Could not calculate the rates for the following shipping groups. Okay. Shipping rate. Now we know this is wrong because it didn't calculate everything, right? We got a lot of stuff to do. So Lee gave us a quote for all of these pieces, which was, let's say, 1,100. Okay. So how do we fix this? We go back to the items. Under this ship via, you see how it says FedEx 2-day? You may want to write this down, guys. Ship via. All of these pieces are, we're going to now do a quoted cost. So we go to the ship via, click it, click the arrow, quoted cost. Okay, next one. Click that one, go to the ship quoted cost. Next one, click that one, go to it, quoted cost. Next one, ship that one, FedEx 2-day via, quoted cost. Okay, you may need to click OK for that one. Okay, see how they all say quoted cost? Fantastic. So now let's go to shipping. And this is going to happen for sculptures too, right? Some sculptures aren't going to have, or 30 by 40 pieces that are oversized is not going to calculate shipping in here for you. You're going to have to do ship via quoted cost and get the quote from Lee or how you normally do it. Oops, sorry. So let's go to shipping. Calculate shipping. If an individual freight is over 150, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I'm sure you've seen this before. If they can't quote the cost, they're going to give you an outrageous price, and they do that on purpose because that way it'll force you to change things, right? We don't want to charge them $6 million. So we go here, 1,100, right? That's our shipping cost that we got from Lee. Press OK. And now we have, there we go, 1,100, 18,220. If they lived in California or Maui or something like that, we would calculate, the tax would calculate. Everything looks good. Congratulations. So they did, how much is it? Well, let's not do this yet because they just threw us a curveball. Get out your pads and pens, boys. You ready? Ooh, Diane Freres is calling me. Crap. I should take that, but I'm not gonna. Hang on, Diane. Quit that. We're knee deep. Okay. Decline. Okay. So they just threw us a curveball and they go, oh, wait a minute. Hey, wait, this is California. Well, tax will pop up on the live one. They just threw us a curveball and they said, you know what? We actually want to ship this to our business address. Right? Holy cow. So what do we do there? So this is how we do it. You go to items, right? You see over here where we did ship via quoted cost? Look over here to the left. Ship to 236 Orange Avenue. They want it shipped somewhere else. So this is your fast way of doing this. Click into the ship to. You see that little box that opens up? That's to edit this address, but we don't want to do that, right? This was the address that they have, but you have that opportunity to check there and see if there's a phone number. Okay. We're going to drop this down arrow and we're going to type new. Custom is just a one-time shot. So like if you're just sending it to Newport Beach, you don't want Newport Beach Gallery. You don't want it in the client's information. So you want to click new address. Default shipping, sure. Attention, let's find out there. It's called, let's do Jennifer. Or let's do Mofo Productions since that's her email address. And hers is 94608. Okay, I'm just showing you all the things that can happen, guys, all at once. So let's say that is her phone number. We typed it in. Her address is 1 Peter Drive, suite number 211. Okay, so now we save this. That is the address she wants things shipped to. So look, all these others still have the other address on it, right? Click out of there. So we need to change these two. And there it is. Nice, huh? Change to Peter Drive. Change to Peter Drive. And there we go. Click OK for that last one. Now, let's go back to shipping because it's going to erase. And we're going to calculate shipping because she just threw us that curveball. 1,100 and rate 0. Okay. Everything looks good. We didn't get tax. For some reason, tax isn't working in Sandbox right now, but it will. And we are at Front Street Gallery. Everything looks good. Save. Fantastic. Whew! Oh, we never did payment. Actually, that's a good thing I did that. So let's save it. So now we're calculating their charge of $18.22. What if I go somewhere else? I'm looking up another client, John. I'm looking up this guy or whatever, or the computer messes up or something like that. And I need to go back and fill out the payment, right? So if you go to this clock thing, it'll say all your recent records. There's my sales order that I was just writing up with Jennifer Taylor. I can always find it here if you lose the screen. You can always go here, and your last 15 things you've done are right here. And look at that. I'll go back to edit that because we forgot to write the payment. Okay, so they are just going to do a deposit. So let's go to Payment tab. Amount of payment is, let's do half of it, $9,000. Credit card authorization was 4506D. Payment method was, let's do Visa. Okay, save. $9,000 they just paid. Guess what? They just said, hey, you know what? Let's just pay all of it, right? So you can always go back to their thing, or if in a couple days they're going to pay you more. Look how this is. All you do is press Create Deposit. And there it is, whatever the balance was. Did you guys do the math? I didn't. Let's leave. Sales order. What's half of 9,000? I'm not going to show you how to do the related records because that's going to be another topic to find out the invoice. 18,220 minus 9,000 equals 9,220 is left. So instead of writing up a created deposit and stuff like that, all deposit slip or change order or payment receipt, you just press Create Deposit. Change the amount to 9,000. What was it? 220. Payment method, American Express this time, or let's do check. Check number is 255 and save. There we go. They just paid in full for all that crazy chaos. I don't know how long that took us, but I was showing you everything that could possibly happen. Okay, so try to absorb all that. Try to practice a lot of those things. It's very important that you practice. And if you have any questions, you know, I'm pretty much working from 9 a.m. till 9 o'clock at night. So just text me and say, hey, working on this now, and I'll call you and walk you through some stuff. Okay, so good luck. Don't forget the subtotal, right? Okay, aloha.